We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New York Jets. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Right side, and he finds Gray. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Jump out!
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, 88. Go right.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
50.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Oko, over here. Wide left.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jets trying, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff rates?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do. But I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago. Even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, here's Charles. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Josh Allen, 25 yards. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to find Gray here. 27 yards there, a first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Jets at 5-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first catch there for Wilson and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd down and a yard. They'll run with Allen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
To throw is Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now 2nd and 9.
Yeah, this.
take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. 90 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some pretty strong running there, as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
19 yards. And a 49er first down.
Allen running the option to the left. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Charles. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now San Francisco are going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here we go with Charles. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On first down, it's Charles again. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Jump out! Hey, 88. Where y'all going?
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Get 300! Get 300!
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Over the middle, complete. It's Greer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a next loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Again, 11 on the play. And the 49ers first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
63 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now they'll throw with Allen going underneath for Charles. Touchdown! A great play there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st down, Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now it's Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They go up the middle with Jamaal Charles. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Jets 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, right back to Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Back at the 38-yard line.
Now Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Charles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They run it. It's Charles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
33, Jets 7.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over
First
here.
and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Rodgers to throw once more. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing left sideline, complete. That's great. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Go to 50.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Niners' 3-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2.
Jump out.
Rodgers will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down carry here for Charles. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And down inside the 15 he goes. So the victory here for San Francisco.